Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nick Aldis is the current general manager of WWE SmackDown. The national treasure has been working as a strong authority figure since his arrival in the Stamford-based promotion. There have also been hints suggesting that Aldis might step inside the squared circle and make his WWE in-ring debut, but that scenario has yet to unfold. Amid this, there are speculations that Nick Aldis might step down from his role as SmackDown general manager and be replaced by former AEW star Paige. For those who might not know, just a few hours back, Saraya, aka Paige, while the star was in WWE, announced her departure from All Elite Wrestling. The veteran has confirmed that this decision was mutual and praised Tony Khan's promotions too. Since this announcement, fans have been eager to see what's next for Paige. Also, fans on the internet are demanding Triple H to rehire the former women's champion to the sports entertainment juggernaut. So if Paige returns to WWE, one of the potential ways the star could return could be as the SmackDown general manager. The 32-year-old star had previously worked as the general manager of the Blue brand during her WWE run in 2018. This happened when Bryan Danielson, FHA Daniel Bryan, asked for his release from that role to become a full-time superstar again. So in a similar scenario, if Nick Aldis demands to step inside the squared circle, WWE could replicate this scenario and bring Paige back as the newest GM of the Blue brand. This could be an intriguing way to have Saraya come back to World Wrestling Entertainment. It's crucial to note that there are no reports yet concerning Paige's WWE return, and this is speculative for now. Just a few hours back, Nick Aldis took to his official Instagram account and shared an unfortunate piece of news with the WWE universe. The national treasure has confirmed that his official X, Twitter, account has been hacked. Further, he told the fans to ignore any posts from his official account till further notice. Aldis also confirmed that he had informed the same to WWE, and they were working on the recovery of the account. This isn't the first time when hackers have targeted social media accounts of WWE stars. Previously, we have seen many incidents like these, and surely the regime of Triple H will soon recover the account of Nick Aldis. Until then, fans will have to disregard any tweets or posts from Aldis' official X account. In a surprising yet intriguing turn of events within WWE, Nick Aldis, who had been involved in key roles within the organization, has reportedly decided to step down from his position. This unexpected shift has fans, insiders, and analysts alike speculating about the future of Aldis and the potential return of a familiar face to replace him, a former SmackDown general manager who left an indelible mark during their tenure. As the news continues to circulate, we find ourselves diving into what this transition could mean for WWE, the storylines that could unfold, and what the return of the former SmackDown GM could bring to the table. Nick Aldis' journey to WWE and his role. Nick Aldis, a talented and seasoned performer, had made a name for himself long before his involvement with WWE. Known for his work across multiple promotions, Aldis earned a reputation as one of the most respected figures in professional wrestling. His time in Impact Wrestling, where he became a multi-time champion, and his successful stints in NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, further solidified his standing as one of the best. His arrival in WWE initially seemed like a natural progression. Aldis had made waves in the industry, and many assumed he could take on a significant leadership role within the company. In fact, it wasn't just his skills as a performer that brought him to WWE, but his wealth of experience in management and his understanding of the wrestling landscape. Initially, Aldis was expected to take on roles backstage, where his expertise would help shape the product behind the scenes. Throughout his tenure in WWE, Aldis was rumored to have taken on various responsibilities, from creative contributions to handling aspects of talent development. However, reports suggested that Aldis faced challenges in adjusting to WWE's organizational structure, which operates on a much larger scale than some of the smaller promotions he was used to. This led to ongoing speculation about his long-term future with the company. The decision to step down, despite having a wealth of knowledge and experience, Aldis' decision to step down from his role at WWE comes as a bit of a surprise. The exact reasons for his departure remain somewhat unclear, but there are several factors that could have contributed to this decision. WWE has undergone significant changes in recent years, both in terms of management and direction. The shift in leadership following Vince McMahon's retirement and Triple H taking over the creative reins has been transformative for the company, with a renewed emphasis on fresh storylines and innovative approaches. For someone like Aldis, who has thrived in a more traditional wrestling environment, adapting to the fast-paced, ever-changing world of WWE might have been difficult. The sheer scale of the company and its global reach also bring challenges that smaller organizations may not have the resources to manage. Aldis' departure could simply be a result of those challenges, compounded by the pressures that come with working in a major corporation like WWE. The speculation surrounding his replacement. With Aldis stepping down, the focus has quickly shifted to who will replace him and what role that person will take on in the company. Rumors began circulating that WWE might bring back a familiar face to fill the gap, someone with experience both in and out of the ring. One name that has repeatedly surfaced in these discussions is none other than the former SmackDown general manager, who had a tremendous impact during their time in charge of the Blue brand. This individual's tenure as SmackDown GM was marked by a blend of charisma, authority, and a knack for storylines that kept fans engaged week after week. They were a familiar presence on television, often cutting promos that left audiences hooked. But perhaps most importantly, they understood how to manage both the talent and the logistics of running a brand within WWE. A look back at the former SmackDown general manager. Before we dive deeper into the speculation about their potential return, let's take a trip down memory lane and examine the impact the former SmackDown general manager had on the brand. Their era as GM was characterized by several key moments that helped define the brand and elevate it to new heights. As general manager, they were responsible for overseeing the direction of the SmackDown roster, managing rivalries, and ensuring that the show was as entertaining as possible. They were often at the center of major storylines, from setting up championship matches to dealing with unpredictable talents. Their ability to handle everything from chaotic moments to serious conflicts with authority made them a figure that fans loved to watch, whether they were cheering or jeering. Their tenure was also notable for the way they integrated other personalities into the fold. They often found themselves in heated exchanges with other top brass within WWE, adding layers to their character and making their involvement in storylines feel essential to the overall show. Potential return to WWE. With Aldis stepping down and the rumor mill suggesting a return for the former SmackDown general manager, it's important to consider the broader implications of such a move. WWE has always been about creating larger-than-life personas, both in the ring and behind the scenes. Bringing back a former figure who was central to one of WWE's most successful brands could be a smart way to generate buzz, especially in a time where WWE is working to maintain momentum after major transitions. There are several potential angles to explore here, especially when considering the creative direction WWE is currently taking. Could the former SmackDown general manager return in a position of power, reshaping the direction of WWE once again? Or could they be placed into a storyline that sees them clash with current authority figures, setting the stage for a dramatic and captivating feud? Authority figure storylines. One of the most interesting possibilities is the return of the former GM in an authoritative role, where they once again serve as the leader of a brand. WWE has a long history of using authority figures to push storylines, whether through a heel general manager creating chaos or a babyface authority figure attempting to bring order to the madness. If the former SmackDown GM were to return in such a role, it would immediately draw attention. Their established history with the roster and the fans could provide a strong foundation for setting up new rivalries and angles. A storyline where the new GM's return is met with resistance from the talent could fuel both in-ring and backstage drama. If the GM is presented as a more authoritarian figure, perhaps even in contrast to the more player-friendly leadership of Triple H, it could make for compelling television. In-ring comeback or special appearances? Another intriguing option is the possibility of the former GM returning to WWE not just as an authority figure, but as an active competitor. It's not uncommon for former general managers or executives to return to the ring for a few special appearances or even to lead to one-off matches. The idea of this individual coming back to challenge some of the new faces in WWE could reignite rivalries from their past, while introducing fresh matchups that excite the audience. The physical return of the former GM would add an entirely new layer of excitement. Imagine a showdown between them and the top heel of SmackDown or Raw. Such a return could elevate their storyline role, even if it's limited to a handful of appearances, and also reinvigorate the creative direction WWE is looking to pursue. The creative direction and what's next for WWE. With Aldis stepping down, WWE faces a crucial decision in determining its future creative direction. As the landscape of the company shifts, the return of a former GM could signify a new era of leadership in WWE. The key here is how WWE decides to integrate this former authority figure into the ongoing narrative. The return of someone who is not just an authority figure but a charismatic personality can help bridge the gap between different fan demographics. They could serve as a counterbalance to the new leadership of Triple H, adding complexity to WWE's corporate structure. Furthermore, the addition of a well-established face with a strong connection to the audience could help draw back older viewers while maintaining the attention of newer fans. Conclusion. As the news continues to break that Nick Aldis is stepping down from his role in WWE, the speculation surrounding his replacement and the potential return of the former SmackDown general manager has fans buzzing. Aldis' exit marks the end of a chapter, but the return of a familiar and influential face to fill the void could be just what WWE needs to kickstart a new era. Whether this return happens behind the scenes or in front of the camera, the possibilities are endless. WWE has always thrived on surprises, and the return of a former GM could very well be the next big move in the company's ongoing evolution. As fans, we'll be watching closely to see who steps up to fill the gap, what new storylines unfold, and how this potential return will reshape WWE's future. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.